He knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to the Supervillains Explored X-Men edition. And today we will be exploring one of my favorite X-Men villains, Jason Wyngarde, aka Mastermind. Mastermind is one of the oldest X-Men foes, first appearing in X-Men number 4 in 1964, where he was created by who else but the Holy Alliance of Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Mastermind was one of the original members of Magneto's Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and with his help, the Brotherhood managed to cause some real havoc and destruction. Mastermind helped the Brotherhood conquer an entire South American country by creating an illusion of a huge army of thousands of soldiers that would overwhelm that country's military. That should give you a good idea of the capabilities of his powers. Mastermind is also a master of illusion. He has the power to delve deep into people's minds and force them into grand hallucinations of his design that appear most convincing to pretty much all 5 of the human senses. He can also project regular illusions that everyone can see outside of an individual's mind. He also managed to subdue the X-Men by making them all believe they were trapped by an impassable wall of fire. It wasn't until Professor X intervened to battle Wyngarde's mind control that the X-Men were able to break free of his illusions and defeat the Brotherhood. After their defeat, the Brotherhood sought the aid of an alien being known as the Stranger, and tried to use Mastermind's abilities to force him onto their side. This plan ultimately backfired, and the Stranger put a curse on Wyngarde, turning him to stone. When he was restored, Mastermind tried several attempts to reform the Brotherhood of Mutants, but failed at each try. Without a doubt, Mastermind's most famous exploit was when he attempted to join the inner circle of the elitist organization known as the Hellfire Club. In order to prove himself worthy to join the Hellfire Club, Wyngarde proposed a highly ambitious plan to mentally control the X-Men member Jean Grey and make her a loyal servant to the Hellfire Club, making her the Black Queen. After kidnapping the X-Men, Wyngarde proceeded to enter Jean's mind and turn her, but an intervention from Jean's boyfriend Cyclops resulted in a mental battle between Cyclops and Mastermind, which Mastermind ultimately won. Cyclops' mental defeat nearly kills him in real life, which causes Jean, who was possessed by the cosmic entity known as the Phoenix Force, to free herself from Mastermind's control and instead overwhelm his mind with the knowledge of the universe, which ended up leaving him in a catatonic state. This outburst from Jean caused the Phoenix Force inside her to become unstable, and from this, the Dark Phoenix, the most unstoppable opponent that the X-Men ever faced, was created. And none other than Wyngarde himself was responsible for it. After awaking from his coma, Mastermind attempted more tries to get revenge on the X-Men, which were of course thwarted, but then he came into contact with the deadly mutant disease known as the Legacy Virus, and died as a result of it. That would not be the end of Mastermind, however, as he had 2 daughters who would carry on his villainous work. His first daughter, Martinique Jason, inherited the title of Mastermind, and his second daughter, Reagan Wyngarde, became Lady Mastermind. Both of these girls have proven themselves to be far more powerful than their father ever could have hoped to be. Like her father, Martinique can create extremely convincing illusions that appeal to all 5 of the human senses, but unlike her father, she can do it on a city-wide scale. And also unlike her father, her illusions, can inflict real damage on people. And the other girl, Reagan, has the ability to not only place people into illusions, but also kill them too. And on top of that, Reagan can even project illusions when she isn't even conscious. Good thing she eventually became an X-Men member, because I would personally prefer to have her with me than against me. Regardless, the Mastermind family has been one of the most feared and notorious in the X-Men's history, and rightfully so. One thing to note, however, remember the movie X-Men 2? You remember William Stryker's handicapped son? He had powers exactly like those of Mastermind, and on top of that, his first name was Jason. And it could be debated that he was sort of indirectly responsible for the creation of the Dark Phoenix in the 3rd movie. But I realize that's a bit of a stretch, but still, it's some food for thought. Mastermind, a fantastic villain. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll make more when I get back from my vacation. Later, folks.